The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Abubakar, has urged northern leaders to promote education and end the practice of begging among Almajiri students. He recognized that Quranic schools provide Islamic instruction and ideas to Almajiri students, but his primary concern was their begging on the streets. He did, however, advise that the construction of integrated schools is critical to society's needs since it tackles out of school children and eliminates begging in the name of education. He did, however, advise the construction of integrated schools is critical to society's needs since it tackles out of school children and eliminates begging in the name of education. Reacting to the news, Aisha Yusufu said that they referring to the northern leaders, need the Almajiris on the street to be future thumbprints on ballot papers. Aisha wrote on her ex handle. They need them on the streets to be future thumbprints on ballot papers and nothing else. However, after she made the statement, many social media users took to the comment section on Aisha Yusufu to drop their opinions. He said they need them, the Almajiris, to be able to thumbprint them, especially during votes. Just like when this thing I was listening to the Sultan of Sokoto, I said, do they really mean it? They are talking about children out of school. That is one of the problems that Sanusi is having with them, because they believe that he's trying to inculcate the Western education. He's always talking about development and what is his problem? Because that is what is happening, but it's just that it's more in some regions and more than other regions, because they want people to just be at their mercy. When somebody is hungry, when there's a limit at which can just be accusing people that all these people that are collecting money for vote buying. See, when hunger knock you, no be all this one. That's why they always say, there's a one proverb they always say, Muslims, they don't eat pork. So, but they say when you are hungry, that pork will go hungry you to eat. It's just like an adage. When you are hungry, like Fashola said that may we not be tested with our loyalty or something. There's a way it's like, may our loyalty not be tested. And that's what is loaded. A lot of people, those who know what he meant by that. When somebody has been so good to you and the person is now in need, for you to help the person, and there are some things you just have to bend the rule. It is by God's grace. So when people are hungry, they can do anything. So those of you who always attack people who are always taking 200 naira, do you know that even some of the people who want to work for politicians, even go and do it first before you come. We saw all those people during Buhari's time, but that's just the way it is. So when Sultan was talking about they want the children not to be begging, I say, do they really mean it? They don't mean. They don't even think in that direction. And this guy too, you see all of them now, and maybe hunger is even wiring them. This Adamu Garuba, he said Amajiri is the pride of the north. When people were talking about that. So if we want to talk, even when Obi was talking about you know what, that if he becomes the president, that the issue of poverty is going to start from the north. That's to tell you the level of love that he has for the people. He's not even talking about himself, but they still came for him. How dare you? How dare you talk about us? Are we the most poorest people in the country? That is an insult. Can you imagine? As if they are not even aware that all the vices that we have in this country is coming from their end. So you might want to say, oh, why will Aisha be saying this? Of course, that is just the truth. Thank God she lives among them. She knows what is going on. Even those of us who are not even in that region, we know what is going on, because we have never seen all these northern elites coming out with that passion to say we don't want this kind of a thing. But when it comes to bragging, now they control the shots, now they cut the shots, now they do this and that. That is the only thing they know. And I always say it. They say, oh, the northerners, they know how to play politics. I say, God forbid, if that is the kind of thing that they want people to emulate, God forbid, then the people should be able to ask themselves, how can we be supporting you people as our leaders, and yet we are not developed? Everything is just against us, and you come out and be bragging that you know how to play politics, you are the ones who have been ruling. Well, somebody said Aisha, don't mind them. Oh. What they are good at is giving birth every year. Let Sharia law come up with plan to arrest parents that allows children out of school and punish those malas. He not today, forget. That's a wishful thinking. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That cannot even stop in northern Nigeria, because I think that must be the work of Prophet Muhammad in olden days. They have been soaked into religion to the extent that it is hardly they listen to any good advice. That target of thumbprint from the streets begging Almajiris was the reason behind our principals building boreholes in the north to have his own share of votes in 2027. But at least they are getting something. If you say so, that means you are calling the old north Almajiris, and that is an insult. The leaders of the north have a way of weaponizing poverty to achieve their selfish political desire. Yes, the leaders are fond of doing that. The truth is always difficult to teach an old dog new tricks. Jonathan tried for the north a lot. He built schools for the Almajiris, but when Buhari came, forget it. He was not concerned. Ah, wow. Buhari was not concerned at all. But wicked northern elites will not allow it, because the Almajiris are their slaves for evil purposes. Sultan, you are coming out now. I hope it is not too late. Apart from not being too late, are you sure it's even genuine about that, or just to say it for the sake of saying it? It goes beyond that. Sure, thumb printing for sure, and banditry. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on what Aisha has said.